Welcome back, ladies, to the Grown Women's Table. Ladies, it's your girl, Lori Hager. Hey, how y'all doing today? You guys, let me tell you, I got my hands on the new Urban Decay Wild West palette. So in this video is our first impressions. I'm gonna give you some swatches, some descriptions, show you, I can't show you how I got these looks because I'll explain it and I'll tell you later on. But y'all, I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it though. And if you wanna know, you know what you need to do, right? Keep on watching.
If you need some advice or looking for an idea, just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life, yeah. Check out Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life.
Alright y'all, let's get into this video. When I say this is my second time doing this video, if you guys want a tutorial on these eyes that I have going on, just let me know and I'll recreate it. But I was not gonna just scratch a whole video. So what we're gonna get in this video is the actual palette. I'm gonna show you the swatches, and I do have some impressions because I have used it, and I'll let you know my first impressions. But let's show you first of all this packaging, y'all. You see this packaging? This packaging is absolutely gorgeous. I am so here for all of these beautiful turquoises and golds and burnt oranges and all the creams. I love it. And then the back is just simple. That's what the back looks like. Okay, you guys, this is what she looks like on the inside. When I saw this palette, I was like, oh, I'm here for all of these beautiful greens and oranges and stuff. So I was super excited to see that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm so sick of the naked this, naked that, because it's no longer naked. But you guys, I like it because I feel like with the naked palettes in the front part of the palette, you can get your your everyday, your transition shades, brow bone shades. But then always at the end, you get a little bit of, a little extra something. You know, you get some purples and some yellows and some blues. You know, you get a really pretty different type of look that you can add to an everyday look. So I'm here for them doing that. You know, I like it. I like it. Like, you know, I have all of them. So this green, y'all know I'm here for this green, right? So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about the palette. The palette theme it was supposed to be created and inspired by the desert in California, which I can see. Yeah, I can see that. And it is what, $49, so it's the regular price of a palette. It did come with a brush, and it does have the naked on it, and it's clear, so it's different from the other brushes. I don't use the brushes, but I expect a brush. You know what I mean? So let's get into these swatches, which I'm prepared, you guys, because I already have them for you. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the very first shade that's called Standoff. And Standoff is a soft beige matte formula. Now with all of these swatches, you guys, I did go over them twice. Now the next shade is Spur, and it is a pale peach matte formula. The next shade is Nudie, and it is a light warm brown, and it's a matte formula as well. Now the next shade is Hold'em, and it is a warm bronze creamy metallic shade. And I will say these shades they didn't pick up as well as the mattes did. The next shade is Cowboy Rick, and it is considered to be a warm silver creamy metallic. The next shade is Laredo, and it is a taupe matte formula. And y'all know this is one of the stars of the show. And this is Bud, and it is a soft turquoise shimmer shade. The next shade is Rustler. It is a deep copper shimmer. And y'all, I love this shade right here. Ghost Town is a terracotta matte. The next shade is Whiskey, which is a rich brown matte. And then you guys know the showstopper is Tex, and it is a deep blue-green matte. And then the last shade I feel like is a unique shade. It is called Pony Up, and it is a cool Slate Matte. Okay, you guys, now I did use quite a few of these shades, so I'm gonna go in and show you and tell you. I'm gonna bring you a little closer. Let's come on in. Hello. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the shades that I used and how I felt about the shades. Okay, so hold on, we'll use the brush for this as a pointer. Okay, so this outer corner shade is the text color. Now this text color is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna say this, all of the matte shades blended out beautifully. So this color built up very well. It blended out nicely. And when you first put it on, it comes with a little punch, but you can make it deeper. You can build it up. So I put that on the outer V of my eye. Well, actually, as a transition color for this one, I went in. How about this? How about this? I will point the colors out to you, and that way you can see it. Okay, let's do it that way. Okay, so I use Nudie as my transition shade in this look, and Nudie, you guys, it went across, the mattes were beautiful, and you were able to see it on my skin tone. And I also used Nudie right in this area, in the brow bone area, to blend out text, and it did a wonderful job. And we already talked about text in the outer V. The middle portion of the lid, I put Bud. And y'all, Bud was really pretty. Like when I put Bud on, I was able to see it. It was like some of these shimmers I had to build it up to see, but Bud was one that I was literally able to see as soon as I applied it on the lid. And then right in the center portion, I did add a little bit more to build that up. And then in the inner portion of the eye, I used Cowboy Rick. Now this shade, when I put it in the inner portion of the eye, I did have to build it up to get it to look like this. I didn't do it wet. I like to do my first impressions dry. So it probably would have been a whole lot more dramatic if I did it wet, but I did build it up and it turned out gorgeous. Now let's talk about what I did over here. So to me, most people look at this palette and say, I'm gonna do a green look. And there we go. Now to me, this eye is more of my everyday eye. And I'm gonna tell you what I use. So for my transition color, you guys, I used the Ghost Town, and it pulled a lot darker on my lid than it does on this swatch. I was kind of surprised, and I was saying earlier that this is definitely a shade that I can use as a one and done. So that's it right in this area right here. I put that all over the transition, you know. Now, my outer V, I use Whiskey, which is the deepest brown in this palette. And what I would say about Whiskey, you guys, is for me, it's not as deep as I would want it to be. Like I was thinking or saying earlier before I lost the footage, that if you're lighter than me, then it will come across a lot deeper. But for me, it didn't get as deep as I wanted it to. But when I added in the shimmers, it did pop out a little bit more. And another thing I did notice about that shade, the more I was just kind of blending it, it was, it seemed like it was getting a little deeper, but you know, I wouldn't mind it being a little deeper than what it is. Okay, and on my lid, I went in with Rustler, this shade right here. And that's it right in this area. Now, I do feel like that this shade I had to build up. Both of these Goldie, this is like a bronze, but I definitely had to build this shade up to get it to the opacity that it's at right now. And at first I was like, I don't know. But then when I went in the second time and added it again, I was really able to see it. And then the inner portion of the eye, I used Hold 'em in the inner portion of the eye. This shade right here. And I used it right in here, and I definitely had to build this color up to get it to look like this. Okay, y'all, we're gonna push y'all back. Okay, y'all, this is a first impressions, And let me just tell you how I feel about the palette. First of all, I believe both of the looks are beautiful. I did not have any fallout, no fallout issues. Even the shimmer shades, even though they weren't like bam in your face in the beginning, but I was able to build them up and it looked great. It didn't look patchy or nothing like that. Sometimes shimmers can kind of look chunky and all that kind of, no, and the shimmers are very smooth, you guys. They're not like a chunky, glittery formula. And the mattes are phenomenal. Like, I really enjoyed the mattes in this palette. Like, I really did. Now, there is, when you're in the pan and you're, you know, moving your brush around, there is kick up. I know some people really don't like that. Me personally, I don't care about it, but I know some people don't. But you will get kick up in this pan. I mean, it is what it is, but it doesn't bother me. What else did I want to say as a first impressions? I like it. I feel like if you want a palette that can give you this bold green look and then also give you this nice gold on a gold terracotta brownie look, and then I also feel like you could even go even a step lower. You could do a no makeup look with this palette. This is a great palette, you guys. I'm loving the story. I'm loving the color story. I'm gonna let you see it again. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, you can go with everyday, you can go no makeup look, then you can go nice and bold. You feel what I'm saying? You can get a whole lot of different eye looks out of this palette. And that's something I'm really enjoying with this, because I can see, like, with this slate and then what's that cowboy shade? That right there is going to be a whole look by itself. You feel me? And then you got this terracotta with the brown. You can hit it with the gold. And this one shade has, is this the one? Spurred, yeah. To me, this shade has a little bit of a yellow undertone with it, to it. So this color with that color, I mean, I can see so many different looks. So I feel like it's a great addition to the Naked collection. And if you're looking for a palette that you can really get a lot of different looks out of, I feel like this is it. So if you think it's, if you want to know if my thoughts if it's worth picking up, as you can tell, I do love me Naked palettes, but I will say this one right here is definitely one of my one that I ain't gonna say favorite yet. I don't know. If you guys want me to rank my Naked palettes, let me know in the comment section if you want me to rank my palettes. But this one, the color story on this one, I feel like it's worth picking up. It really is. And the formula is really good. Don't be looking at my lashes. But that is it, you guys. So if you do want me to do a real tutorial on this eye look, put that in the comment section. Don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram, and I will have links to the products that I have on my face. They are affiliate links, so if you decide you want to shop through the links, I truly appreciate it. If not, girl, shop how you normally shop. I totally understand. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you make some decisions regarding this palette. If it's something you want to pick up, let me know if you're going to pick it up. But that is it. So to all my new subscribers, I see you and I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, girl, hit that button so that I can save you a seat at the Grown Women's Table. And until the next video, bye-bye, ladies.
If you need some advice or looking for an idea, or just to get some tips, you can get that right here. This is Lori's life, yeah, this is Lori's life. Check out Lori's life, yeah, it's Lori's life.